So that's our version of the soldier gauntlet then jumping on the train.
Guess Cloud won't be joining us after all.
No need
Excuse
to
me.
assume the worst. I'm sure
Might
he's
as well
fine. You
jump.
saw him in action, didn't you? Guy's a soldier. Goddamn one-man army.
I would assume the
You
worst.
think he's a keeper?
But does he do a flip entering? Let's find out. Moment of truth. Maybe.
You had me worried for a minute.
More of a, like, kick in.
What the hell
Yeah.
you been up to, huh?
Giving public security the runaround.
Screw this door in particular.
That's what-
Kick.
Had to draw them away from the station somehow.
Nicely done.
Well, can't argue with results, huh? What?
Wait. Got a question for you all.
What?
Ever been attacked by an invisible enemy?
What?
Wearing robes. Came and went like the wind.
Thought they were invisible.
They were, at first. Only saw them after she grabbed me.
A new Shinra weapon, maybe?
More like a panic-induced hallucination.
All right, we're introducing
Never
subplots.
mind.
Mm-hmm.
Forget I said anything.
I'm
Suit
okay with
yourself.
this, honestly.
Come on, let's move up.
I mean, we're expanding a 6-hour piece of a game to 35 hours, so
Yeah.
A lot of
That's
people
warranted.
here.
And in the freight car, too.
Because of the evacuation order, maybe?
Lucky us. We've got a crowd to hide in. Head for the front of the train and hold there.
I don't know what it is, but, like, the gauntlet on Cloud's left hand always makes me think he doesn't have a left hand. Like, the way it's the covering
yeah,
on
the
it.
extremely armored bangle,
Yeah, it looks like a prosthetic.
Actually, I'm incredibly curious now if that changes at all if you swap. No, okay. Maybe the weapon.
Now I'm picturing Cloud and Barrett bonding over prosthetic problems.
You see the size of that fire?
It'll probably change if you mess with the sword a little bit, but
Yep. I think the weapon changing is like
the big
probably, yeah,
The freight cars.
kind of a defining feature of 7.
one. Yeah, it's like the keyblades.
Yeah.
Haven't been out of service in years.
Wow, this sure is a train.
Does that guy have a sword?
Got a sec?
What you need, Biggs or Wedge, whichever one you are.
Wedge.
Wedge is
I'm
the
Cloud right now.
Wedge is the fat
After
one.
What we saw at the station and all over Sector 8.
Coulda- Biggs would have been better for the big one.
My hands are still shaking.
That's too obvious.
You get used to it.
Fair.
Something to look forward to. Or maybe not.
Why don't you learn to take a
I'm glad they both gestured at the same time.
They've been rehearsing this for hours.
Just called in sick.
It'll help, Cloud. Please?
Did it as payback?
I can't stop thinking about it. The bomb I made shouldn't have produced an explosion that big. It doesn't make any sense.
The explosion triggered a reaction with the Mako. You said so yourself.
That was my first guess, but shouldn't a reactor have fail-safes to prevent that kind of thing?
I'm sure Sector 7.
You mentioned invisible enemies back there, right?
Let that happen.
Right.
No.
W-
I'm just
wouldn't
looking
the
for
scorpion
excuses
be
for
the
something
fail-safe?
that's clearly my own fault. Gotta own up
Yeah,
to
it
if I'm gonna learn from this and move
definitely
on.
kept
Thanks,
that
Cloud.
failure safe.
You're a good listener.
I actually like this a lot. I mean, any interaction with Jessie I like a lot.
She's very good.
What kind of maniacs would go so far as to bomb a reactor?
They've yet to announce it publicly, but I heard it was Avalanche's doing.
Really? Aren't they the terrorists who tried to kill the president?
Is there nothing they won't do?
Hey, quit talking out your ass. Everyone knows Avalanche only cares about saving the planet.
Just who do you think you are?
A law-abiding, concerned citizen.
Oh, this interaction is not
Really?
pleasant.
I mean, it wasn't in the original either.
Oh, what the hell
In
happened?
my humble opinion, that
Barrett
explosion
is,
was a message. A message to the bastards bleeding out.
Barrett is not good at this.
No, he's very much not.
This whole incognito gorilla thing.
Loud and clear. Y'all's masters.
Oh, you mean the part where he's shooing everyone out of the bar?
We will not submit to
No,
intimidation or
they're on the
violence,
train, and
but
some
work
people were
together
talking
for
about, like,
peace
I think it
and
was Avalanche.
prosperity.
What are those bastards
That
doing?
is how civilized people
And
change the
Barrett is
world.
intimidating Shinra employees on the train.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that part.
That is the Shinra Creed.
Then again, these people are like spineless sycophants, so.
There are just clapping
We all have to
on the
follow our
train.
conscience,
That's so
don't we?
dumb.
Good job, Shinra!
We should go.
Right.
That clapping really kind of made the scene, gotta say.
Did I help for once?
Time for a little nap.
No, the clapping in character.
Oh.
I didn't hear anything. You gotta believe me.
I couldn't hear
Yeah,
it. Was
you
it?
not watching the stream?
I couldn't hear it. Was it just those two clapping, or did it sound like more?
It was just those two.
They'd probably kill us if they knew we were the
You'd
ones
think, you know,
responsible.
there's still several people in this train car. You'd think that would have given them some sort of like, oh, maybe we're not as in the right here.
Well, it was only the like the 3 Shinra employees.
Yeah.
Calm down. It's just a sword.
Calm down, it's just a
Shower
sword.
might help. A long, hot one.
Oh my god.
I mean, to be fair, how else would you react to seeing some guy with a giant sword on the subway?
Exactly.
What, on the-
Exactly.
On the equivalent of the New York subway?
Creed my ass.
Yeah.
Probably not that much.
With the
Not even make eye contact.
Hmm.
You hear that suit? Shinra Creed my ass.
Barrett is really bothered
We're
by
the
this.
good guys, damn it. You hear that suit?
I mean, Barrett has no
Shinra Creed
chill
my
in
ass.
general.
Yeah, but he's like... He's faking it till he makes it, and he is not having a good time.
I mean, he's ultimately good at heart, so obviously he's gonna
Yeah.
have a problem with this.
Yeah.
Let's get this out of the way. Personally, I find visual aids make the dull stuff a lot more bearable. If it helps, think of it as an initiation rite.
How many times do I have to tell you people? I'm not.
There's such a
Sorry, I
thing as
don't know
playing
why
too hard
personally
to
I
get.
think visual aids help more.
We've got a wireframe model of the great city of Midgar, complete with
All I
massive
can
steel
say is
plates
like,
suspended
that sure
300
does
meters
explain the
above
Final
ground level.
Fantasy Creed.
Atop which stands a
Yeah.
shining beacon of civilization. The,
The
whole
Final
system
Fantasy
is
what?
sustained by the
Creed.
reactors, which feed the insatiable appetites of the public.
There's a Creed?
passing through an ID checkpoint shortly.
Yeah, just in regards to like Nomura's
This
stuff
here
of
is the train's
visuals
route.
more.
As you can see, it'll take us around this
Yeah.
main pillar. Look,
Gotcha.
we're about halfway through it now. They've set up a checkpoint
I
here
love
to
this
scan the
wireframe
IDs
display
of all
still.
passengers heading in and out. Date of birth, residential status.
Can't believe they're
criminal
watching
history.
on a CRT.
All that and more is automatically cross-referenced in their databases. Public security wouldn't have it any other way.
Remember what I said earlier?
Heads up,
Just because they have the tech
Don't
doesn't mean it's the
their
best.
IDs are
True.
impeccable. What'd I tell ya? Have a little faith. Won't be long till we reach the bottom. Relax.
Take a good look. It's because of that great big pizza in the sky that people down there got
Our
struggle
IDs
to
are
survive.
impeccable.
Shinra sucks up Mako while the soil turns to dust, the air fills with smog, and the flowers die.
Then leave and don't look back.
That's gonna make the next time they get on the train
That's
really,
what's
really
always worked
unfortunate.
for me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's all well and good. If you're only out for yourself. But the folks down there don't have the luxury of choice, you know?
Like this train, I suppose. There's only one way it can go.
Holy crap, there's a lot of police and fire trucks outside my window.
Nice button on that scene. Thanks, Oblivious.
Yeah, just after the line of the folks down there don't have a choice. Yeah.
Well, for on the stream, it was after. It's like this train, only one way can go.
Yep.
Yeah, I just happened to look at the window and I just see the flashing red and blue lights. I think somebody set another apartment on fire.
We actually had a building fire yesterday. Like, we stood at the windows and it's like, do you smell smoke? And like, we couldn't see anything, but we were smelling it. And then, then we hear the fire trucks, and then it shows up on the news.
Lower your voices.
I mean, it's on the opposite end of mine, so like I'm totally fine. But still, I think it's probably something stupid, like somebody left the coffee pot on or something.
Just be ready for the next mission, all right?
Meanwhile, in the game,
Just yelling about, hey, we successfully blew something up at a train station.
I think they're.
Right after.
I mean, that was in the original though. That's faithful.
I know it's faithful.
It doesn't make it smart though.
She'll worry.
Avalanche is both the best and the worst.
Are you sure you have
How are people here taking
He's really tall.
All I can think about is that one scene from. Wait, I'm going on a ghost hunt. What? Sorry, one of these people still said I was going on a ghost. Sorry. Avalanche always makes me think of that one scene from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air of yeah, my man Cornflake's got the spirit. He's a little confused, but he's got the spirit. I don't remember what the guy's name was. I just remember Corn and something else.
I'm going on a ghost hunt.
Well, I know what it's not.
Come out, ghosts.
They're talking about going into. They're foreshadowing the train graveyard. Wow.
How about what?
Let's go someplace a little less crowded.
Okay.
Oh.
The only place
Someone actually said, as long as the trains are still running.
That's cool, right?
Rain check?
Oof.
Sorry, just a lot of really interesting conversations happening all at once there.
I love how animated they make people having a conversation.
Yeah.
Train services have concluded for the day. We will provide an update on the schedule first thing tomorrow morning. Thank you for your patience.
The mustache on this guy.
This was the final train of the
Dang it, yeah, I was gonna make a reference that none of y'all would get.
No, sorry.
Oh?
Give us a shot.
No, it's a reference to an RPG I played. So, that's like an inside joke.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I still want to hear it later.
There's a lot of unique animation going on here.
Hey, leftovers are for kids only, dummy.
The goal isn't to make a fortune.
So the Mako
The,
reactor's broken?
the line I was gonna say was CGI Tom Hanks, or CGI Hom Tanks continues to be inscrutable.
I mean, I figured it was a Polar Express thing.
It was. It was from my very first Orcs game. CGI Hom Tanks was a villain. If I remember right, that scene ended at the North Pole, and the last words before it got there were the goblins have started singing. The player did another roll, and I went, the singing has become a riot.
Shoes on the other foot now. I've never seen anything like it before. It was completely insane.
Someone failed the stealth roll, didn't they?
No. No, they succeeded.
It was like a giant candle lighting up the whole sky.
Orc games are fun and weird.
All that debris piled up like mountains. You couldn't go nowhere.
The real question though is Home Tanks as lovable as the original namesake?
No.
Damn it.
CGI Hom Tanks, as I said, inscrutable.
Goddamn eco.
I actually forgot what that word meant.
Posters. I tear them down and they're back up inside of an hour.
Undefinable, or I'm trying to think of how to phrase it.
I mean, look at all that steel work.
The
tell me that's not
basically
progress?
undeterminable motives.
What the? You okay, buddy?
What the heck?
Impossible to understand or interpret.
Junkie, huh?
Yeah.
Figures.
That sounds a lot more like incomprehensible, like you literally can't understand what you're saying.
Okay, what the heck is going on here?
You again.
Ghosts, 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 ghosts.
That hot shower can't come soon enough.
I'm maybe it's just me, but I'm really liking all like the side background dialogue.
It's very good.
Warning. Gate broken. Fiends in area.
I am intensely curious how long the
Exercise
script
caution.
is in this one.
No reason to check it out. Not my problem.
You don't want to mess with the monsters in here. Move along.
What? But I totally want to fight monsters in there. Come on, Cloud. Tell the men you want to go inside. Cloud. Well, foreshadowing for later.
Monsters aren't gonna pay him though.
Excuse me? Due to an emergency, entry into this area is prohibited.
Yeah, it kind of works without context, but I just.
You call that a warning?
No, sir.
Oh, it's these guys.
In accordance with emergency regulations, entry into this area is prohibited. Please leave at once.
Still too nice.
And they dropped the R word, I think.
This area is off limits. Turn around and leave at once.
Oh boy.
If you don't, I'll have no choice but to use force.
Now you're getting the hang of it.
I mean, they took it out of the original, I mean.
Why does it feel like these two guys would be, one of these guys would be voiced by Conan O'Brien?
Wow, yeah. He's not, but
I know.
Yeah.
It feels like one of the Halo cameo.
Yeah, that was actually my thought as well with it, because you're looking at it and it's like, okay, are they voiced by the red versus blue people?
I mean, weird as it is to say, I know that like the two guards who guard the south exit there are, I guess, kind of a fan favorite. I don't know.
Yeah.
Glad I got today off.
I mean,
Am I still gonna have a job?
Newbie and
Did everyone get out in time?
terrible, terrible trainer are always a fun sort of combo.
Yeah.
See also everyone's favorite sketch of, are we the baddies?
Yeah. Oh, here's a Tifa.
Arlene.
Daddy, you're home.
That's right,
this is...
Angel.
Welcome back.
Oh, this is now starting to get too adorable. Okay.
Oh, you did you? Well, well.
Content warning, Marlene is too damn cute.
Where'd you get
Ow, my
that?
teeth hurt.
I can't remember the last time I saw a real one. Huh? How sweet. When did you get so thoughtful?
Guy can change. Has been 5 years.
Huh?
Yellow flower
I
lost.
need to talk to Barrett.
Yeah.
Right. Come on in.
Daddy, the Mako place blew up. Everyone on TV's talking about it.
Don't you worry.
Oh, this is actually way too good.
And he's not going anywhere tonight.
Oh no,
Turn
it
that
really
thing off and
is.
Get you to bed, huh?
This is... Oh, this is a real ass bar. And it's really good. Oh, I love this.
It really it doesn't. It's not even that it looks like a bar. It looks like someone's. It looks like someone's kitchen.
Yeah.
It looks like a mom and pop diner.
Yeah, eggs and
Yeah.
chips. I love this neon sign that says eggs and chips.
Gratuitous neon because they just discovered neon.
Mako-based neon.
Hey, Marlene.
The games.
I still can't find the mute button. Ugh.
Hey! The hell
Well,
you think
hey.
you're doing scaring my daughter like that?
I'm sorry.
Daddy says never talk to strangers.
Sorry, Barrett.
That's right, honey. I do say that. What a good girl you are remembering Daddy's lessons.
Oh no.
You know what else
My
good girls
heart.
do? They go to bed on time. Come on.
But I'm not tired. I want to
No,
talk some more,
Square,
Daddy.
stop.
All right, but just this once.
So then, what can I get
They're
you?
just warming you up so they can stab you in the heart later.
Still waiting on it.
Yep, they totally are.
Without a doubt.
About that. We should
Was that a
talk
very unfortunate
outside.
choice of words?
Oh man.
Daddy? Did the people who died all return to the planet?
Of course.
Can you play pinball? Can you actually play pinball?
The pinball table has been modeled, but the texture on the board itself is blurry.
Oh,
Aw.
yeah. So guess not.
That's
No.
so unfortunate.
I can, however, interact with the jukebox.
Perfect.
Cloud punches the jukebox.
And this is Tifa's theme. I
Neat.
have the Tifa's theme record. Alright.
The album art is her shoes. Can you
Let that
darts?
Be a lesson to you.
Alright.
Guys, you've been playing way too much Yakuza.
I mean, yes.
First off, shut up. Second of all, what do you
Yes.
mean too much?
First of all, never.
Let's see. 4 Dead Souls 0, Kiwami 1, Kiwami 2, Quest of the North Star, Judgment. Yeah, I think that's a few Yakuzas under my belt.
You know what I just realized is really, really funny? Just purely by accident? The latest Yakuza game switched from an action RPG to a turn-based RPG.
Yep.
And Final Fantasy VII
The latest Final Fantasy changed from a turn-based RPG to an action game.
I'm just picturing the two series fist bumping. It's like time to tap out, switch places.
I'm okay with that, honestly, if that's how it all turns out. And honestly, like, towards the end of Judgment, you can really kind of tell that they were really crying out for, like, a party-based system, because there's totally, like, a storming the enemy stronghold with my boys feel to the ending of Judgment.
Yeah.
And, like, after playing that, I'm like, yeah, I think I want, like, more party members to share in the glory here than just the main character, because, like, at some point it has to become a one-on-one, but, like, with the party system, it can become, like, a 4 on, like, a bunch.
Guys, stop tempting me into Yakuza. I already have multiple friends trying to drag me into that.
I'm not gonna drag you, I'm just gonna say I had a good time, and
Yeah.
0 is such a good way to get into the series.
It
My God.
sure is.
I know, I watched the completionist thing on it, and it's like, I want to play this so much.
God. Just it's just a game series that has like so much heart to it.
And a lot of, like, quirks and flaws about it, but it's been working through them piece by piece. It's a series that's, like, shown its work a lot. Anyway,
there's
we need to talk
got-
to Tifa.
There's a reason they've gotten up to as many games as they have.
And the budget to remaster them and re-release them.
Before we get on to money,
Ow.
There's an empty apartment in a place just down the road. It's nothing fancy, but I was thinking you could stay there for now. The landlady's a big friend of the cause, so you wouldn't even have to pay rent. Sound good?
Oh yeah, and the
Sure does.
And
Thanks.
double funny is that both of the latest games are the 7th. Because it's Yakuza 7 and Final Fantasy 7.
It was chaotic.
Sorry for dragging you into all this. It was wrong of me to
The universe is funny that way.
I promise I won't do it again.
Dangerous part of the job. Don't worry about me.
I'll try not to.
Always happy to help stick it to Shimmer.
Oh man.
So, you make nice with everyone?
Walmart.
Could, all things considered.
Yeah.
For them.
Good. You had me worried. You're not exactly a people
If you're
person.
looking to fill the existential void, I know the place.
Wall Market, where you can fill the existential void in your
I
heart.
saw Sector
Oh my
8
god, there's an actual just motel.
by buying stuff.
The news is just another Shinra mouthpiece. Let's spread whatever.
You're right, Neek.
Retail therapy.
You're right, Neek. It is Friday for several of us.
It was.
Oh,
God.
Still another 55 minutes for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna, just a second, gonna...
3 hours and
captions,
50 minutes for me.
clear the caption transcript and let it reset so that it's not, like, hovering in the middle. There we go.
and here we are. Good old Stargazer Heights. You're on the 2nd floor.
Yeah, this is very different from, like, the Tower of Junk I remember staying in the original.
Room 201 here is where I sleep. Don't have time for much else, what with 7th Heaven and all.
But make no mistake, it's
Not
still a
even time
slum.
to decorate.
Yep.
Nobody's making that mistake, my friend.
Here's your room, 202.
I mean, you could easily make that
worry,
mistake
I
from
already
the
told the landlady about
hominess of the bar.
You did?
Yes? Oh, I mean, I told her I had a friend looking for a place to stay. Was that too much?
No. It's fine. And this?
That one's, know what? It's getting late. I'll introduce you tomorrow.
Okay.
That's where we keep the vampire.
Okay, I would maybe draw the line at that
That should
change.
be enough to get you through the night.
Maybe.
If you want anything else, we can always
There
get
is
it.
one thing. My money.
This isn't
You guys owe me
Nibelheim.
2,000, remember?
I do. And
Yet.
we'd love to settle up, especially since this was your first job for us. But
That's it?
sorry, we spent the rest preparing for the mission. That really is it. But not for long. I'm collecting money for filters tomorrow, so I can pay you after.
And you're sure about that?
Of course, as long as you help, that is. Wait.
Cloud looks
and I
so
have to pay you for
sad.
that too.
Yeah.
Never mind.
No,
Are
2,000's
you
enough.
sure?
That's what we agreed on, so that'll be the price. With what you gave me, that leaves 1,500.
Are you saying he actually has a reason to be sad? How?
I'll see you bright and early at the bar then. Thanks again for everything. Sleep tight.
I do love this sort of lived-in space.
Mm-hmm.
And, like... Here's an apartment. I didn't tell the landlady too much.
An apartment?
Sorry, that just...
Guess it's time for introductions.
He sure did just jump out of bed.
And now there is something groaning in the room next door, so I guess now we need to make introductions. And there is a suspenseful string.
Oh boy.
Hey, you okay in there? Oh. Coming in.
I had some garlic bread and it didn't work with my vampire senses.
No. Oh my God.
I should not be right about that. Okay, Cloud failing to open.
his sword caught on the door, and that's perfect.
Cloud, stop! Get back inside! Get off me!
As somebody who's seen a bunch of con goers before with ridiculously huge weapons, spatial awareness is that difficult, yes.
What the crap?
What are you doing to Marco? This is his apartment. He's got a few problems, but he's not a bad guy. The landlady asked me to check on him now and then to make sure he's okay. Can I ask you to do the same?
Sure.